In March last year, the government of Japan announced a contribution of $500,000 to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations FAO to support refugees and host communities in Uganda over a period of 1 year. The program, aimed at building the resilience of refugees, to reduce dependence on handouts, develop a viable business model, and mitigate food insecurity among the people hosting refugees, and integrate the refugee response programs of the Office of the Prime Minister into district development plans. About 290 host community households and 590 refugee households in Moyo and Yumbe districts benefited from the project. South Sudan refugees in Palolinya and Bidibidi refugee settlements were supported to establish small vegetable gardens and poultry units to increase income and the nutrition outcomes from the consumption of animal protein and fresh vegetables, whereas host communities benefited from the introduction of fast-maturing high-value crops with improved irrigation systems.
In the refugees and the host communities to ensure that they will reduce the reliance on humanitarian aid. So this provides a sustainable livelihood. As you know, the majority of the refugees and the host community, they rely on agriculture. And this is a way that they can continue to do so, but in a very sustainable manner.
Around Palolinya refugee settlement, farmers at Palolinya East Village and Aropijame Farmers Group are engaged in production of high-value vegetables like cabbages, onions, eggplant, carrots, green pepper, and tomatoes.
Yeah, with the beneficiaries of this 59, in a season when we sell things from here, each of us can get more than 150,000. That is as a bonus, yeah, after 3 months.
As the project ends, some of the remarkable achievements have been the completion of this solar-powered irrigation scheme commissioned by the Japanese ambassador to Uganda that will continue supporting the people of Palolinya East Village to produce sustainable and market-driven crops.
The burden of this Uganda open policy come to the host communities, generosity to the host communities, so that we have to look at the conditions where local communities are there, so that when we give some fund for the refugee matter, always we take into account the need of the host communities.
Now, since this solar irrigation system is in place, I think we are going to prosper better than the past. Yeah.
John Pomagezi from the Department of Refugees in the Office of the Prime Minister called for more support to refugees and host communities.
There's a lot that is taking place in terms of agricultural support and also contributing to the livelihoods of these refugees and also the host communities generally. The host communities have a lot to tell out of this short-term intervention.
According to Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations FAO, more than 367,000 beneficiary households in refugee and host communities have been reached since 2015. Bernard Higa, UBC, Moyo.